I know we do this every single Thursday. And what do I forget to do every single Thursday? Go on Orange. Every single... He remembered this time. Every single Thursday, I forget to go on Orange. And I feel like a flop, a fool, and a failure. Oh. Blue.
Effort in there too.
Don't.
Blue even told me to remind you.
Don't even start. Don't start with me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the VRChat Experience podcast. I'm your host, VideoTv. This is my co-host, Sataria. Sataria, introduce yourself.
Ming. It's a pleasure to see everyone once again.
I just got hit in the
What's
face.
up?
I just got hit in the face, and I'm actually very offended by that. I can't believe you do such a thing.
Yeah.
And the person you can hear laughing right now at my unfortunate mishap that I am very offended by, actually, is our cameraman, VVeiss. You may know him, you may love him, and if not, that's crazy. Give us a few words.
Hi everyone, my name is VVeiss. I'm an aspiring video editor and Twitch variety streamer. I help out Video and Sataria every now and then with their production needs, as I am the production lead of Channel 9. Nice to see you all.
We have
Finally
an amazing...
in front of the camera this time.
Right, finally in front of the camera.
Finally.
Oh, did you need that limelight? Did you need that limelight?
I am a theater kid.
Oh no!
Theater.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, guys, this episode we're going to be doing a little bit of a deep dive on our creative lead here, our production lead. He's been doing production with us for I think maybe 6 months now. Very amazing. We love him very much. We would not have it any other way. I have been very happy to have VVeiss on our team. Sataria, I think, barely knows him, which is deeply unfortunate. So we have questions. We have a lot of questions. First things first.
I have answers.
Let's go from the very beginning. Girl, I met you from the bar scene, the VRChat bar scene. Now,
yes,
we have had our fair share of drama from within the VRChat bar scene. Give us some tidbits on that.
So, whenever I was first starting out, I found this world called the Midnight Bar, and I really didn't go on VRChat all that much. I kind of just people watched. I ended up getting a VR headset and went world hopping, and I was looking for the perfect Valhalla world, and I found the Midnight Bar. And it was perfect. It was everything I wanted. It was pretty much exactly like the game. And then from then on, I met Midnight, which I'm also a Twitch mod and Discord mod for her now, and got affiliated with a couple of different bar groups. And if you want to speedrun the VRChat experience and everything that entails, join a bar group.
That's us. We're the VRChat Experience. That's us.
Yeah, I get it.
He said our name.
Yeah, that's us.
He said our names. Oh
He said our name.
We're
known. Oh my
famous.
god. We're
Oh my
famous. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. I forgot. We forgot you were here. My bad.
I know. Oh, yeah, also, hi Midnight. Wait, where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Well, it's over there right now, but now it's over there. Hey.
Oh.
Hey, Midnight. Hey, Miss Valhalla.
I'm
You
sure she's
will
gonna
be
be watching this.
pinned. You will be pinged.
You'll be added.
But here's the thing, though, about like bar groups. To my knowledge, with bar groups, it has always been very it's been very strange because you get either really cool people or really weird people. What do you think is the majority?
Sometimes
of the
really
experience?
cool people are also really weird.
Speak on it.
Quite recently, I mean, this is public knowledge, so I can talk about this. Quite recently, popular community figure in the Midnight Bar community, Bartender King, recently left because of some things that have happened that I don't want to divulge in this podcast. But yes, he ended up spending around
will be open though.
$3,500 on the bar in and of itself, and now he's gone.
We might need to get him over here. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Oh.
No,
well, how about are we talking?
Well,
are we talking crime?
Nothing was set in stone. It was all hearsay, but he did do this very weird thing that I kind of still think about every now and then. He faked a car accident. He faked being in a car accident to not report into VRChat Bartending.
Howdy.
Okay, now, let me speak on it. Let me say something.
Speak. Because I'm curious.
While that is crazy, I be doing the same thing. Not like car accidents. Not car accidents, but let me tell you something. I have no reason to ever lie to video, right? No reason to ever lie to video. But if I'm late to something, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna lie for the fun of it. Because at the end of the day, you don't care about the reason. You just care that I'm not there. So I'll be like, girl, I tripped and fell down the stairs. And you're like, all right, hurry up. I'd be like, yeah, my car exploded. Girl, get out the hospital and get over here. This is
the shit I deal with. Actually, I lied. This is the shit we deal with.
This is the shit we deal with.
This is the shit we deal with. I put you on all these goddamn posters.
God, I'm so funny.
You a heathen. You are a heathen and a scoundrel. A car accident.
Okay, well, here's my question.
Yes, a car accident.
Car accident.
So
what was the real situation? Like, why was he actually late?
He just didn't want to go. That was it. He had other things to do.
Here's my thing.
And he didn't want to get onto VRChat.
How are you? Okay, well, for one, in my personal opinion, doing VRChat bar roleplay is not something you have to really clock in for. You're dealing with people on VRChat. I don't think it's that difficult to do so. But to make up a whole lie, a lie that scoundrelous, I mean, you getting injured?
Car accident.
Girl said, "Boom! What do you mean a car accident? What do you?"
Because you have people checking in on you. You're like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you?
Yeah.
Can you want to talk about it?
Wait.
Mind you, you're in bed.
Did he send a fake hospital photo? Did he do that?
No, not fake hospital photo. He sent he sent a photo of a flipped over car, and everyone in the server kind of just went with it, and then it was until I showed the picture to a friend of mine, kind of maybe 5 minutes after it happens.
Right.
Like he took one look at it and he's like, "Does your friend live in Europe?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "That's a European license plate."
It'd be the randomest people. It'd be the randomest people that be catching when you in your lie. It'd be that one person you never heard of who's been a part of the group for the past 5 years.
That bitch was ERPing. He from Europe.
Be the one person that been in the community for the past 20 years you never heard before, never spoken, be like, wait a minute.
Fishy.
Wait a minute.
Fishy.
Wait a minute.
Fishy.
Get you caught up all in your life.
Get you guys some friends that can call on some fishiness.
Get some friends like that.
They look a lot different actually compared to
really?
US styled. Yeah, they look a lot different. Like they don't look anything like what your license plate might look like. They're just very big, thick. They're like usually have white backgrounds and black letters, and they're just comprised of letters and numbers. That's all it is. There's no like patterns or anything like how we have normal license plates. It's just that's it.
Wow. Show some about our education, girl. We ain't know shit.
Girl, to be fair, I ain't trying to learn about Europe.
To be fair, he was also a car guy, so I mean, he would probably pay attention to those things.
Yeah, that's fair. It was like car accident.
He's got
oh no,
that
what type of car is
tism.
that?
That cardtism,
But yeah,
which you
Tism with the
also
tism.
have. How aggressive is your
a
cardtism?
little.
tism?
I have a little. I have a little bit of the cartism.
Oh.
I enjoy cars. I like the look of them. I don't really know the intricacies of cars because I'm more affiliated with computers. But a lot of people think. A lot of people have said to me, just think of cars as like large computers and like all the parts that go into them. And I'm like, yeah, but if I fuck up building my computer, there's not a potentiality that I might die.
Girl,
The risks are different. Little does he
call
know.
me a large
I
computer.
put a bomb in his computer.
Oh, bitch, never mind. Whoa. Whoa.
Little does he know. I put
So,
a bomb in your computer.
next question though. So, okay, bar people, you were in the community, met some crazies. Are there any like absolute horror stories? Like nothing that was like definitely swayed you away from the bar world, but things that where you were like, this is a story to tell the people.
Blue knows exactly where I was talking about. We have a viewer here at the podcast. Blue, they were with me the whole time. Whenever I'm about to talk about this story, so just to preface this, should I say the whole thing or should I just say like what this guy did?
This is the VRChat experience. We say what we want.
All right, cool. So I guess I'll just go through the whole spiel. I've been maybe bartending at this bar community for like a month and some change, and this guy comes into the bar. His name is Higgins, and we hit it off pretty well. And he tells me how he was in the food and like bartending scene for around like 4 years. He's a verified bartender, X, Y, and Z, and he's very interested in the way I ran things at the group I was in, and really liked like what we were doing. And asked if like I could maybe train him on how the midnight bar works and how like the drink machine works and everything. I was like, okay. And like maybe after we close up, I give him a crash course on how things work. He's very appreciative. We become friends.
Right.
2 weeks go by, everything's pretty chill. He joins us in the bar one night, and he was just kind of like hanging out, cutting up with everyone. And then like maybe 30 minutes later, face down on the bar, asleep. Me and like 6 other of my friends kind of crowd around him and like are talking amongst ourselves, like trying to figure out like if he's okay, like what's wrong with him.
Wait, did he fall?
He straight up face planted onto the bar asleep.
I thought y'all found him. So he was just up. So I have a question. Well, there's like
he was up,
like a descent
hanging. No, like he was up hanging, and like he had this little cute Halo avatar that like had a campfire with it, and he was really small, and he was like sitting by the campfire, and then he just went asleep, like while he was sitting there.
Oh my god.
So
okay. See, I was under the impression like he was making drinks and running them to people, and all of a sudden he fell over, which would have been a lot more concerning.
Wow.
He was sitting there.
Something like that happens later in the story.
Ooh.
Oh,
Development. Continue.
So we're all talking amongst ourselves, trying to figure out like what's wrong with him, if he's okay. And then eventually he wakes up, and I'm like, dude, Higgins, you gotta go to bed, man. Like, you conked out. And he's like, I can't go to sleep. I have work in an hour. I'm like, what do you do for work? He's like, I'm a security guard. I'm like, there's no way you can do a security guard job off of negative hours of sleep. You gotta call out. He's like, I can't because money, blah, 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 blah. Being kind of like childish about not wanting to go to bed and call out. I was like, dude, like, you brought this upon yourself. You gotta call out of work and get some sleep. Like, this is not healthy. And he eventually kind of just stopped listening and went under the table that's in the bar and fell asleep again. Video is
what's the name of the world?
Michael Jackson.
I had to turn off my fan.
Bar.
Okay, continue. Oh jeez.
Okay, midnight bar. Okay, I don't think I had the night in Laura. Okay, so my question to you: he passes out. How much time later did he wake up?
Maybe 10 minutes. Because we were being loud, and there was like 14 people in there, and I was checking on this guy while having to run people drinks.
No, okay, that's kind of funny to me. That some guy sees he passes out, and he's like, "Dang." Anyway, use on the menu right here. Give me this one. Give me
kind of like I sat with him for a minute, and then like a lot of my friends like crowded around him, make sure he was okay, and I was like, okay, I need to go back to work.
Right.
The way he was like, "Oh no." Anyways.
I have shit to do, and I have to do it now.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Eventually, they crawl into the bar for whatever reason and fall asleep again. We all migrate over there. It's kind of slowed down since there's not as many customers. Some I don't I want to call him a mean name, but I don't want to call him anything too mean. Chode. Some chode comes up and tries to trauma one up whatever was happening with this guy.
Not trauma one up.
And got me kind of pissed off. So I went into the staff room to cool down for a bit. He ends up leaving the instance, calls me on Discord.
Oh,
and he's talking to me. He's talking to me about like, oh, like sorry you had to see that X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, dude, I just want you to be okay. Like, I really don't care about like you falling asleep on the bar. That's commonplace. I'm a bartender.
and it's VRChat. So
and he just keeps. Oh shit! I forgot this like one little bit. When he was in his sleep laden state before he went under the table, I was asking him like about his job and all this other stuff, and he's like, "I gotta go to work because I don't have much time left." I don't have much time left. What does that mean? I talked to him a little bit about that over Discord. He doesn't want to tell me what it is, and he's like, "I really can't tell you." And I'm like,
the clock
Man, you
is
would have pissed me off
ticking.
right there. Let me see something. That right there, I would have never asked again because I don't have much time left. I play video games and I get pissed off at riddles. You're not about to do this to me IRL.
The clock
Tell me
is
what you mean.
Ticking. Know your
I don't have much
time.
left. What are you talking about? I can't say.
I don't have much time left. They're coming for me. The people.
The voices.
The
voices are getting too loud.
They're here to get me.
Oh God, I don't have
Mother
much time
Goose
left.
with her
Oh, my
riddles,
God.
girl. Oh my God.
I would have crashed out right there. Oh my God, I don't have much time left. What are you talking
I don't
about?
have
I
much
can't
time
say.
left.
Block.
I can't say I have a government mission. I have to complete it. Girl, what?
Government mission.
In hindsight, I wish I would have just blocked him whenever he said that. In hindsight.
Oh, did it get worse?
But
You can learn things from us.
oh, it got so much worse.
Girl.
Oh, go ahead.
So in the time that I've known him, he met like all my other friends and other people I met through the bar. He became very acquainted with Blue, which I was also recently new friends with. And since I knew that they hung out here and there, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ask Blue what the hell you're talking about. And he's like, no, don't go ask Blue, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm gonna go ask her. So I walk out into the bar in front of everyone, and I asked them straight up, Blue, what is Higgins hiding from me? And she goes, I can't. I'm like he told me to keep it a secret. I can't. And that fucking clicked in my head. This motherfucker has cancer. So I asked him straight up. I asked him straight up, do you have cancer? And he goes real quiet. And I'm like, fuck, dude. He's like, I
That's
really
terrible.
didn't want you to know.
Okay,
I'm like,
wait.
Wow.
Okay, now hold on.
I might predict. I might be predicting the story. I want to guess something. Was the cancer a lie?
Okay.
Was the cancer a lie?
Yes.
Girl.
I wouldn't have cared if it was real. You would have pissed me off with
Not
that.
only
I don't have much time left. Man.
was the cancer a lie. Not only.
Because what are you talking about?
Oh God. Wait, what do you mean? Not only? There's more?
Yeah, there's a lot more. I'll fast forward a little bit though. He blocked me because he didn't want me to see how bad he would get whenever he got off of chemo. He had this whole like asthma attack in the middle of a shift with someone I was friends with, so much so that like there was maybe 15, 16 people in that instance. Everyone went quiet and people said he sounded like Darth Vader. So he went through that shit, crawled into the staff room, and then gave my friend his real phone number. He gave him his real phone number and asked him to like FaceTime him like about like 5 minutes, make sure he was okay. So he did. And whenever he answered the phone, he was wrapping gauze around his arm for whatever reason. Keep in mind, this was maybe 5-6 minutes after he just had an asthma attack. He was wrapping gauze around his arm, according to my friend. And he goes, "You good, man?" And Higgins replies, "Yeah, I'm good. Want to see some swords?"
When I say people in the VRChat are not real, people in VRChat are not. They don't.
They're not.
This game is so under. They're not real. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The things that using Weiss's story for an example, the things that people say, this is the exact reason you have to take everything that happens with people in VRChat with the tiniest grain of salt. Because what you're gonna say right here, you had an ad. First, let me tell you something. Let me break it down. The first time I heard "I don't have much time," your entire personality is a joke to me, and I'm clowning.
Oh yeah.
Like from that point on,
yeah.
when I would if I heard you had an asthma attack, I would have left. Got an avatar that was like an ambulance and pulled up on you like, hop in, we gotta save, because you're not about to play in my face. You're not, and then rapping God.
Here's my question.
Hello?
Here's my question.
I have no idea either.
Buddy, out there in the world, why are you rapping gauze when the problem's happening in it? You know what I mean? How does the problem equate from throat to arm? Where did it come from?
Like people, I don't know what the character is, but they have like the band-aid over their nose. Their nose isn't broken, but they have a band-aid on their nose. It's giving very much that. It's aesthetics.
Yeah, anime character.
It's giving theme.
Anime character has to be.
You know what this person's giving?
Character.
This person's giving.
What's that?
My friends are my allies. My friends are my strength.
With the power of friendship, we'll
never be powerless. Girl.
Oh my god! Like he had demon.
Wait a minute.
Slayer swords?
He had
Hold
demon
on.
slayer swords.
Supposedly they were anime adjacent swords. I never got a good look at them.
Oh,
but supposedly
they're
they were anime
loser. Oh, they're a loser. Oh, they're a loser.
Oh, not they're a loser. Oh god.
Was told by
the said friend
that FaceTimed them.
So wait, did they glow or were they like in the shape of those swords? Because they sell those swords on TikTok.
They were
you know
in
what
the
I'm
shape
saying?
of
Like
them, probably. I don't think they glue. They had glow or anything.
They glue.
The shape. Okay.
They glue.
Sticky as fuck, girl.
They glue.
Shoe knights.
Shut up. I want to ask Weiss a question.
What's up?
Because video knows you from the whole bar scene, and then as I hung around you, like when I was first hanging around you, as lately as it was, that's what I heard. I didn't know too much about the bar. Like I love Weiss, but I love Weiss in passing because me and Weiss don't ever get a chance to like hang out and like just us or because I'm with video. Like my man, quite literally. So I don't know. This is probably the most or the longest I've just sat down and talked to Weiss directly. So I have a question about. Okay, hold on, because that sounds mean. Because
I'm finding it.
I'm trying to be nice
today, Junior.
It does.
I'm finding it.
So oh God, it's your person. God, I don't want to say personality is bad. I don't know much about your personality, and I think I'm a good judge of character, right? Video. Oh my god, stop.
Sataria of AudioVisual, the audio, a good judge of character. Right. Right.
What do you mean?
Right.
Oh
I kept you around.
God, that slow
But
turn
anyways,
killed me.
No, don't continue. Don't continue. Know your place. Know your
Girl,
place.
move. I'm
You're here. Remember that. You're
trying to
on my podcast. Remember that.
I'm trying to talk to Weiss. Oh
Fine,
my god, y'all see
fine.
how he treats me. Anyways, I quite like your personality and your disposition. I think you're very calming to be around. I think you're great to talk to.
Thanks.
I would like to hang around you more, but I don't know what you be doing in VR. Besides the bar thing, I don't know anything personal about you.
I mean, I'm not that complicated. I don't think. I like hopping around like different worlds and just like seeing like weird worlds and stuff. Like I accidentally took video to that one. Oh God, can we talk about that world actually?
Oh
my
girl, the one with the screaming children.
Vivisection on humans. I think the world was called.
Oh,
people out there on the internet in VR chat. This is I'm zooming in. This is a PSA. I'm too high. Listen, this is a PSA. You are not to go to vivisection on humans. If I see you go and you send me pictures, I will ban you from Channel 9. I'm watching you. Listen,
A ban.
that place is scary. I mean, just scary. Scary. Like, okay, so
It was
pretty
a
much
little bizarre, yeah.
well, I don't like the ending. That ending was very not okay. It was very not
Is it a
okay.
story-based game? A story-based
No.
world?
It's
Is
What do you mean by ending then?
it's like a meme world, but like extremely gory horror. Like it's like a weird like dream
Okay.
core. Like you're like a really weird like plane of just existence. There's like some pills in the ground. You take your medicine, and you're
Right.
in the black and white fucked up world. And there's a girl hiding in the way corner of the world. And then there's like a bunch of like there's two houses. Enter one of the houses, you're getting screamed at, like murder, children being murdered, screamed at. It's terrifying. You respawn, you have to go back into the black and white world. You go to the end of the room, and then it's just like a bunch of like text saying some really cryptic. I don't know what it said, to be honest. I don't really remember. Really cryptic shit.
I
You
don't remember
fall,
either.
and then it's just this image of like this like fucked up like red ickiness. Like I don't even know what it really is. It's just
It looked like the background of the guy.
yeah, it does look like the background of Gygas. It is very much so the background of Gygas. Very scary. Was not into it. And it didn't get better. That was the entire experience. And I wish it wasn't, because no. And there's so many people like that on VRChat, and I'm really disturbed by them, truly. Well, not anymore.
And well,
I don't think there's much like that anymore.
I don't wanna y'all can that can be your little thing. Y'all can leave me out of that. Love y'all though. Love y'all down.
It's not.
Love y'all
It's not our little
Love
thing.
y'all down.
It's just a thing
Yeah,
that exists.
Okay, well, y'all exist
I
over
like
there.
looking for
I'm just over
like
here.
weird worlds, and that was just something that appeared on my radar. And apparently, it's been making rounds on like I think some kind of social media about it being weird and like cryptic. Like, yeah, don't go to that world. It was on. Oh yeah, it was on Popular, right?
And yes, and there's that other world. It was unpopular. There's that other world where like we dead ass like think that like someone was actually murdered, and they put like a calling card in a VRChat world. Remember that?
Oh yeah, it was called Forgive Me or something.
Yeah, forgive him or like something like that. Literally,
Or
it's just like
face him.
Face
That's what
him.
the world was called.
Face him. It's the only world this person's ever made. By the way, that's basically the only public world they've ever made. It's like,
should we say these out loud?
We're
telling people not to go to these worlds, and we're saying them out loud.
I mean, guys, if you want to go, you can enjoy that. You can enjoy that, but
enjoy at your own discretion.
We've chosen to, well, we've chosen to bleach our eyes already. I mean, you could. Content is content, girl.
Girl, how much you paying me?
Okay. You want a burger? I'll make you a burger.
Oh, I do love me a burger. Hold on.
I'll make you just about anything. I'll make you some jambalaya.
What's in the world? Hold on. Whoa. Hold on, let me find the world real quick. I'll leave right now.
A slut for food. Big back. Anyways.
Can't believe the co-star of the VRChat Experience is just gonna dip in the middle of recording.
And would.
Listen, I was off for jambalaya.
So like you walk in, right?
Hard over here.
You walk in, right, and it's like these like really cryptic messages. It's like you killed him. You can't escape. I won't let you escape this fate. And then you walk in, and it's like this like furry. It's they're furries. So it's
yeah,
really
it was
weird,
furries.
It's furries, by the way.
That was the weirdest thing. It was furries.
That was the most bizarre part. It's furries. And one of them's like floating in the air, and the other's on the ground dead, and there's a gun, and it's like there's like weird like black swirly shit around him, and it's like, oh my god, who died?
The world implies that whoever the world is calling out killed someone and is running away from it.
Right. Terrifying, Your Honor.
Okay, I have a question. So were these like these whatever was dead? Were they furries that were dead?
Yeah, both of them furry models.
What models?
Don't
There
remember.
was
Ooh, I
there
don't
was a
remember.
Rexium and there was a Skull Dog. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my
Good.
god.
You got a better eye than me when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, I think it was also just like the lighting and the post processing that made it kind of iffy for me to tell. What is going on with your mic?
Oh. Move. Sorry.
All I hear is and I'm like, oh, girl, did the demons come early, girl? Did the demons come early?
The demons.
Girl, I'm him, and I've come to murder you next.
POV, you're in a tornado.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Sataria
That's much lower
said,
now.
feel the wrath of the goddess. Okay, Storm. You tell them.
Like that. What?
You tell
I'm gonna send it. I want to send you. This is a random thing I'm putting in here, y'all. I'm gonna send you the detail. But it was like all the times Mystique try to fight Storm. Mind you, Storm has the powers to control the weather, right? So Mystique goes to kick Storm, and she just electrocutes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And this happens multiple times. She tries to run hands with Storm, and Storm is like, I ain't playing with you, and then shocks her every single time.
Yeah.
And I think it's funny because Mystique is like, you don't stand a chance against me. I got this. Swing. Ah!
And you know what? Here's the thing about Storm. Storm could easily run. This is so off topic. I'm so sorry. This is the thing about Storm. I love Storm. Storm is probably my favorite one of the X-Men. She could absolutely just be like, anyways, tornado, and then everything you were gonna do is gone. Your skin is ripped off your bones. You actually all the way from Texas to New Zealand. You can't fight the Storm. Do you like?
I just had
do
to
you
bring
like
her up. She makes me laugh.
superheroes? Are you a superhero enjoyer?
Yeah, I enjoy superheroes. I actually grew up really liking Spider-Man. I loved Spider-Man growing up.
I
don't know why. I was
never
Spider-Man kid.
introduced to Spider-Man until I got older. I was always exposed to the Iron Man side of things. So probably where my personality came from. Insufferable. But
that's y'all talking about Marvel though.
were you a DC girl?
Yes, I was.
DC.
No
never
hate
on
to
DC.
Marvel whatsoever.
DC.
No hate to Marvel whatsoever. But
I get blocked.
Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you guys for coming to the VRChat Experience podcast.
We're wrapping it up.
That's our show. I'm VideoTv. This is my co-host Sataria.
We can't wait to see you later.
No one is in shot right now. No one's in frame. Wrap it up.
Oh my god.
I don't
I
know what it was because oh my god, I'm trying to think. So we need new. We just see Blue come over and take his place.
So we need a
Anyways,
new.
Blue, tell us about yourself.
Same avatar and everything.
Oh my god, same avatar.
Anyway,
that's a question I want to ask. You hold on. You are the reason that video was a furry. How do you feel about that? Tell me how that.
Girl, don't even lie. Don't even lie. Let's not sit here and lie. Let's not sit here and lie to each other. You are not the reason I'm a furry. You're not the reason. You're not the reason I'm a furry. Don't let him put lies in your head. Listen,
I know
he's
that,
lying. He's lying
but-
to you.
I'm the reason
No.
you're a furry.
No, it's not true. That's not a true thing.
No. I'm just segueing into you being a furry because I know, as far as I've known, you've always been a furry. You've always been like a Mayu as well.
You
What's
can't lie to
that?
these people.
Why?
Weird. Funny
He's
enough,
always been a Mayu, has he not?
I mean,
I
sure.
haven't.
Well, no, actually, he hasn't actually
been
been
a
a
Mayu.
He was a dragon for a bit, I think, right? You were a dragon for like a little bit.
I was using
What's the-
I was
as long as
using
I've
a
known
couple
him.
Foxy Paws Avies. I was using the Archer and the Aster, which is a dragon and a wolf. But before that, I actually used a lot of 4's avatars, like the number 4. 4 VRC. They follow me on Twitter. But they make a lot of anime girl avatars, and most of them have like military gear on them and guns and stuff. I'm a huge gun nerd, so I'm all over that. Like I don't know, jelly on toast.
Fuck it.
I was all over that, and I was a furry. I had a persona the entire time that I used anime models and stuff. The entire time I was in the bar, but I didn't really tell a whole lot of people I was a furry because, like, at the time I thought furries were still kind of cringe, even though I had a sona, and I just really didn't find a community of furries I could really, gel with and be introduced to the rest of the community that way. Then it took someone who was not a furry to make me embrace being a furry. And I think I've been openly a furry for about a year now.
Period.
Wow.
How unfortunate for you. So, were you not a Mayu the entire time? No, I specifically I said earlier, I was like,
I wasn't a cat, I was a fennec. But
since
no.
I met you?
Specifically this model, no, I was not a Mayu the whole time.
Well, I know not
you
this
knew,
okay,
you knew
that's
me
true.
definitely in the anime girl avatars since we collabed with Channel 9 in the group I was in.
No, but he wasn't. I don't think he knew you like that. Like, I think he knew of you, but he didn't necessarily know you. But when he started digging to actually know you, you've always been a Mayu.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, that's true. But I've definitely met you before I was a Mayu.
Right. Though I don't even know if you remember.
I gotta start remembering people. Not at all. Look, here's the thing though. I'm trying to think about it. For me, my memory's garbage.
Your RAM is garbage too.
No, wait, I was that bunny avatar. That was the first time I met you. I remember because we were in a drinking world, and one of the dares was I had to take a picture with the person to my left and have them on my banner, and that was you. I was in that one bunny avatar.
I remember that. I don't remember the avatar.
I would pull it out, but we're recording.
I don't remember any of this.
That is true.
I don't remember any of this.
You were probably already too far gone, video.
Oh,
that's true. If we were drinking, you were probably.
Don't clock my tea. Don't wait a minute, guys. Don't clock my tea. Hold on. Calm down.
My bad.
Guys, calm down.
My bad.
Water.
My bad.
I need water.
I'll listen. Bucko. All right, you sit down. Listen, if you want to talk about alcohol,
yeah, and I'm trying to think. That is probably my earliest memory. Oh, what you mean?
Oh, don't clock me. Listen, I have. Well, okay. We were talking about bars and stuff. Listen, there was a time when I was quite adventurous with my consumption of beverages of different varieties, and I would do it a lot in VRChat bars, and people would witness it. He would witness it a lot. But I was fun. Well, actually, no. According to Weiss, I was not very fun. according to you, I was not very fun. But I've had seasons.
I don't think I've ever said such a word.
Well. There was a season where you did, but that was a season. We've had history. God, you don't know anything about him. That's so terrible.
I'm thinking, I really don't know much, but I always appreciate an indulgent conversation with Weiss when he's around, but I'm never around Weiss.
Right, you're never in his tea. I mean,
we're kind of in completely opposite circles.
He barely even has a circle.
We're work friends.
Yeah, we're work friends.
We're very much work friends.
He barely even has a circle. I mean, currently, actually, I can't even say that because your circle is basically the Femboy Host Club now, these days at least.
It's like the Femboy Host Club, and and then it branches off. It branches off from there.
Right. It's quite a bunch of things.
Yeah, it branches off from them.
I think Well, you have quite a few circles because you've got like with midnight and
Yeah,
then
yeah, a couple.
Channel 9. I don't really count as a circle because we're kind of like. Do any of us are any of us actually friends? I have no idea.
I count Channel
Then
9 as one of my circles.
I mean, actually, well, I would have to count it because all of my friends that I have currently are because of Channel 9. I wouldn't have them any other way. So, yeah, that's fair. But back to the point, right? Me and Weiss have had a lot of history, right? Because we will. Do we want to talk about the thing, or do we want to? We'll let that horse be
We're in
beat?
the trenches. We won't talk about that, but I would like to circle back to the story about the guy.
Right, the guy. God, you're so distracting. The guy. Go.
Last I talked about, he had an asthma attack, and he like went into that room, the gauze, and then maybe a couple days after that, I'm about to open the bar. He calls me on Discord again, video calls me. Keep in mind, I've known this guy for like a month. Never even like mentioned anything about like showing his face or anything like that. Just does it. Um, and then he's like showing off like all all this shit that he has. Like, motherfucker has a PS3 dev kit. Who has one of those? Like he was on camera and everything. I was looking right at it. It was real. He has enough alcohol in his room to start a speakeasy, and a
Oh.
lot of like a lot of misplaced ammo as well.
Oh.
Really bizarre. He was asking me if I wanted any of it, and I was like,
The
"Yeah,
ammo
I
or
don't
the
know,
alcohol?
like anything." He was trying to give me anything.
Oh.
That's like okay.
Oh.
And he's like I want to give you some of this stuff because like I'm not gonna need it where I'm going. I'm like, that's cool.
Hell?
I don't want I really don't want any of this stuff. I haven't really known you that long and all this other stuff. And he was really pushy about it. He's like,
Right.
well, you can get a PO box. I'm like, no, I gotta pay for that. No, I'm not doing that. Like I'm not setting up a PO box just so you can send me like a little pocket knife, I guess. Like,
You know what that sounds
and
like?
I was asking him, what does that sound like?
Contraband. It's a criminal.
Contraband.
So, at this point, I become a little skeptical, and me and a couple other people have become a little skeptical about the stuff he's been saying to us. So I ask him, like, why don't you give any of this stuff to your family members? And he says, quote, remember this is on the test.
Okay.
All of my family members are dead.
Oh.
And I go,
Every
wow,
last one.
that's unbelievable. Like, that's so sad. And
Wow.
I was like, why don't you sell all this stuff and like, go see the world, like go travel and like all these other places. He's like, I've been to pretty much everywhere. And I'm like, okay. And I start listing off a couple places, and he goes like, been there, until I get to like China. And then he goes, I've been there. And I'm like, okay, where in China? And he gives me a real place. And I'm like, okay, that kind of checks out. So I honestly just want to get off the phone with this guy because he's starting to weird me out. So I just say like, we're getting busy, and I hang up on him. Later into the night, my boss, quote unquote, of the group that I was a part of, said that she had caught him red-handed in a lie. She had talked to him privately, and said, and basically like asked him about like his condition, and like which he had lung cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was the worst one, stage stage 1, the worst one.
he
The terminal one, stage 1. The point,
As a professional liar.
if you have stage 1 cancer, they can usually just cut it out of you.
he
As a professional liar. As a platinum level liar.
Level.
As
There's
as a
ranked lying.
Grandmaster, yeah, as a grandmaster liar, as top 1% level liar, right? You said to these people, stage 1 cancer, I'm not gonna make it. Stuck flat.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
because
Does your immune system suck that
what?
bad? Damn, bitch, she's not gonna recover all them damn pizza rolls. She's dead, bitch.
He's
She's
never
dead.
gonna make it.
She's never gonna
He's
make
never
it.
gonna make it. Oh my
And
god.
and
Oh
you know
my god, he's
what?
not gonna make it,
And you
y'all.
know what? All the doctors checked out too, so he's just gonna have to die. All the doctors are gone. He's just gonna have to die.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
So,
I'm sorry.
The pandemic killed the
oh
doctors.
shit! I actually skipped over whenever I initially caught him, and then I told the boss about it. But that happened afterwards. What happened beforehand was he joins and he did the thing that everyone in VR does, where like they lift up their headset if someone came to their room to like talk to them, right?
Right. Oh, I thought
He
everyone was
does
dead.
that, and I see it, and then as soon as he's done, I go, "Who are you talking to, Higgins?" And he goes, "My neighbors." I'm like, "Oh, your neighbors?" I played dumb. Okay, fair enough. And like as soon as he leaves to go do something else, like Blue is there. I go, I caught him red-handed, and I gather everyone around and fucking I tell everyone my findings, everything. I tell my boss, which they give me that information, and then I want to. Well, now I'm just sitting there, kind of decide what to do next. One of my other friends joins, and and he's a friend that can, get things for me. I tell him this whole story, and he goes, "Dude, you're being played. Like, do you have any kind of personal information about him?" I'm like, "I got his phone number." He goes, "Perfect. I'll be back in an hour."
An hour is crazy.
An hour goes by. An hour goes by. And I know everything about this guy.
Oh.
I know where he lives. I know that he lives with his mom. I know that he lives in a suburban household, so it sure as hell wasn't his neighbors. So I'm sitting there with all this information now, and I'm like, I need a way to get him to come back because he's surely onto us by now. So I unfriend him because for some reason he had some weird obsession with me, and like really wanted to be my friend.
It's just because you're so good.
I unfriend him. Thanks. He joins back when we're kind of busy and I'm dealing with a customer, and he walks up to me and he goes, "Weiss, what the fuck?" And I give him the one moment finger while I finish with the customer, and I get them their drink, and I step out from behind the bar, and I give them out onto the little terrace outside, and I go out there, and I turn to him and I go, "Is there anything you want to tell me, Higgins?" He goes, "No, I've been honest with you this whole time, Weiss." And I explode on him. I fucking explode on him about everything that I found. And I mentioned his mother's name and X, Y, and Z, and he goes like, "Don't mention it to my mom. Like, we're not on good terms and whatever." I'm like, we're past the point of that now. I give him the ultimatum. You either send me proof. I don't need to see any personal information. I just need to see the diagnosis and a doctor's signature and the hospital it came from. And I will go out in this bar and grovel at your feet and kiss your boots and say how sorry I am for doubting you. But if you can't, then you're a liar, and I'll make sure that you will never see work in this. You will never see work in this world ever again. And he goes, "No, I'll just leave you, and I'll never bother you guys ever." And he just leaves, just like that. I never see him again.
And that's the conclusion.
And then I learn from Blue herself that he was using the cancer card to try to ERP with my girl.
He went to Europe with cancer?
He kept calling.
He kept phone calls?
He would call her nonstop. He would call her nonstop to just hang out.
Yo, he said I got,
and he would get upset whenever she would talk about going to do other things and hanging up on him. He was real creepy.
Yo, he said I ain't got much time left. You need to bounce on it as soon as possible. That's crazy. He said I ain't got much time left. I need you to bounce.
I don't have much time left, but this dick got eons.
I don't have much time left. Please.
One of the times he came into the bar, as Blue was talking about, she had to.
I need it.
She had to get one of our. She had to get one of our mutual friends to pretend to be her boyfriend just to get him off of her.
Sataria, why are you gonna be mommy's your boyfriend so I can be free from these men?
Oh. Girl, you want these men. What you talking about? What?
You could have just said yes. I have a question for you. So we talked about the bar. We got to that part of life. So let me indulge my selfishness a little bit. Then we met.
Sure.
Since
Yeah.
what was your let's do a bit of a timeline. So since you've met us, what has been your first impressions and what are your impressions now?
Well,
Why still
whenever you
hates
took
me.
me into that world for the staff bonding night or whatever, when we used to have cast members and stuff, whenever I was hanging out with you guys that for the first time, I was like, wow, these guys are like rooted like friendships and stuff. Like it's gonna be kind of hard for me to fit in.
Bitch, that ended
Uh,
quickly.
Oh, this was back with
This was back with Rin and
This is back
Kylo
with,
and Scar. Yep,
Oh,
this was a bit ago.
rooted. He said.
Ru-
That thing was uprooted. Sure,
we
sure
thought
was.
we thought we was
Sure
rooted, but
was.
psych.
Psych.
But continue.
yeah. At the time, I thought I thought you guys were cool. I thought you guys were like trying to build like a really neat little community centered around like TV type shit and having like people kind of like VTubers at the time. I thought that shit was cool, and I told you firsthand video. I'm all in with your idea for Channel 9. I'm here to the very end.
You were just talking about that beef.
I could have sworn he hated me.
I thought so. Okay, can I say something? I love you. I thought for the longest time you absolutely despised me.
No.
For the
Really?
longest time, I thought
No.
he hated us. I thought we were annoying the fuck out of you.
Us?
Well, girl, let's be real. If he hates me, he absolutely hates you. I mean, we are basically the same person, minus a few things. I'm speaking
I
for
never
you.
thought.
Anyways,
Oh, my bad.
so no, I thought you didn't like me,
Appreciate it.
and the only reason was because I had a very bombastic personality when I was going to the bars, and that was intentional because I was obviously trying to like make a bit of a stand, and I was so under the impression that you were like you are taking my shine. I don't like you. And I was like, you know what, Real? This is your bar. I'm not gonna sit here and try and take your shit. But I learned that's not really the case.
Yeah, I didn't mean for it to come off that way. Really, I was just kind of in work mode.
Yeah, 100%. That was a time. And so since that time with the cast, and then obviously the cast thing ended, and you've already heard all that, guys. If you were part of season 1, you were there. So after that, I think we hung out a lot more, but without Sataria, because this was around the time you stopped getting online as frequently, because you would only really get on for the Family Host Club, and that was like basically it. You weren't
like
getting on
Snapchat.
like you weren't like getting on to
that was
hang
it.
out and do stuff like we used to, so you weren't very active. But
Yeah,
we would hang out a lot. Obviously there is history we will not talk about on here because that is private, but there are things that we've encountered as really great friends. What are your impressions of us nowadays, since you've gotten more time to understand me, and now that
Not private.
hey, shush.
My bad. Go ahead.
And now that you're learning to understand Sataria, like what is the energy now?
Still
You're
hates
a
me. I
great
bet.
leader, but still a massive perfectionist.
Ooh.
You're gay. Hey guys,
Stay here for what?
Welcome to the VRChat
Stay here for what?
Experience. I'm your new host.
As a matter of fact,
Weiss.
you're fine.
No.
How
What do you think you are, buddy? Bucko. this man.
When I say I hate it here,
This man is coming up here telling me I'm a perfectionist. I ain't no perfectionist. Well,
call me gay.
well,
Girl.
Well, listen, he may have
You
clocked
easy,
us. Was he wrong?
Oh no, he wasn't wrong, but that's the
Perfect
problem.
duo. Thank you, Blue. The perfect duo.
That's the problem.
I don't think
How dare you be right?
we
Oh, go ahead and lie.
perfectionist.
Go ahead and lie.
Look at Blue. Look what she said.
Perfectionist gay. Messy gay. I love it, Blue.
Oh, listen, I'm not even that messy for real.
Listen,
I'm not even that messy for real.
this is the pink, blue, and yellow of Channel 9, right? If I'm perfectionist gay and you're messy gay, what is wise? We're excluding you from this. What is wise?
Oh my god. Oh,
Because he's not the mean gay. You've
oh
already
my
taken
god.
that title.
He
So
gives okay. Weiss gives very much ambiguous gay. Like if I look at him, I see it. If I'm talking to him, I wouldn't clock it. You know what I'm saying?
for the audio listeners out there, I just gave him I just looked him up and down. For the audio listeners
Via
out
give me
there,
a once over.
No, because but you know what's crazy?
And
Sometimes it flips.
What do you mean?
Sometimes he looks it but doesn't sound it, and sometimes he sound it but doesn't look it. So I feel like our disposition is obviously queer. Obviously. Weiss does not have that disposition all the time. But sometimes he says things, I'm like, all right.
I think if anything, actually perfect segue. Weiss is definitely nerdy gay. Like not Gamergate territory. I think he knows what a drag race is. He would never ever say "slay the boots down, mama." If you ever do, I might have to kill you. But
I wasn't planning on it.
down, house fur.
slay the boots down.
Oh my gosh.
Because let it be known, everyone, only certain people can have that kind of dialect. And if he ever said it, I would have to assassinate him. But continuing on.
Bro, it's true.
I think he's definitely nerdy gay. Like nerdy, like he's the kind of gay where you walk up into the like he's in the club, but is he dancing on the dance floor? No. He's on his phone in a booth with a cocktail. And he's looking at people. Are they looking at him? Yes. Do they approach? They're not sure because he's either crazy. He's either really lame or he is hung. It's one or the other. It's got to be one or the other. It's one or the other. That's the only thing nerdy's gays. What kind of drink do you have? Probably if it's a virgin mugger. If it's a virgin drink, like if we're just giving like a mocktail, it's probably a Shirley Temple. If it's not, if it's an alcoholic drink, it would need rum. And I think it's probably a hurricane.
Bro.
If he's at a gay bar,
Hurricane.
not a hurricane. Rum and Coke.
Not a hurricane.
I
That's
think
my first choice.
I think it's
if they don't have
fantastic.
liquid margarita and liquid marijuana, excuse me.
He wants rum and Coke. Oh, you don't know drinks.
You caught that, but I no, not at all. But I do think your description is fantastic.
Shirley
like,
Temple really got me though.
Because I
That
personally
got me
think
too.
that a lot of nerdy gays are also kind of ambiguous with how they, because they just like, they're just like, when you look at someone, you're like, okay, I can learn a few things about them, but there are people who are like, oh, you're just so nerdy, and like that takes up such a large chunk of the description about them. Like, okay, what else is there? You know how like,
Right.
people, for example, when people see me, queer, but their main thing, loud.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. That's all I got.
Great.
Just loud.
Loud. But now that leads us to our final closing things, because we're up near the end of this podcast. Weiss, big question from the both of us.
What's up?
Since we love you so much,
Yeah.
If you had to go
Will
to
you
war
marry me?
for what?
Oh. Does that not? We were.
Shut your mouth. If you had to go to war for one of us, which one would you fight for?
That's not fair. Which do more?
Ooh,
That's not fair at all.
I don't. It depends. It depends on what the war's about.
What? Wait a minute. Hello?
What is the war about? Is it just between the two of you, or is there something happening?
It's a great question.
Okay, so here's my question. What? Why would you go to no Tino Shay? Like you're closer with video. Why would what could the war be about for you to go to war for me? Like what would it have to be about?
I don't know. Like you do something like so supremely like you pull a Kylo and Ren. That'll make me go to war against you.
No, for me, because video is saying like it's like a war between us, right? Or I guess or whatever, right? What would the war have to be about for you to fight on my behalf? Because Weiss, I love you down. I quite enjoy you.
Same goes for video.
I'm not as close as you and you are, but I guess
I don't understand though. Here's the thing: is that we are so much closer. Here's the team. Here's the team.
I just don't like picking sides.
Let's.
But it's obvious.
Let's say we're fighting for. Stick with me now. Stick. Where's? Give me the room. Okay.
All right. I'm listening.
Listen. We're doing the final event for Channel 9, right? Ever. Like for at least like we're going on a year's hiatus. This is the last thing we're ever gonna do. It's a war between harmony and anarchy. Which one are you picking? Harmony, anarchy. Period. Bye. Let's harmonize. It's you and I.
I'm gonna say so many slurs right now.
It's you. It's you and I. Listen, don't be mad.
So many slurs. No, I mean like the answer was always obvious.
Honestly, I love that question because I love to see what people would pick because people know which side we're on. For that, that people know what side we're on, and they think because the question is which world would you rather live in, a world of chaos or a world of anarchy, right? And I love that question because it encapsulates so much with people because people really either want the world of chaos or a world of chaos or a world of order. Like people want one or the other.
Just to speak on it real quick, I think what's very interesting is how people perceive it. As you know, I've been playing Baldur's Gate, right? And I would always consider myself like a chaotic good. Chaotic good? Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Chaotic good?
Chaotic good.
Is that what it's called? Chaotic good? Right. And I was talking to someone from my host about it. And I was like, I think, I'm more of a chaotic good type character. And they're like, oh, what would you do? I would like, well, if they're a bad person, I'm going to kill them because it's not very hard to discern good and bad, in my opinion. And if you do something wrong that's punishable by death, you should be killed. And they were like, well, that's not really chaotic good. I was like, what you mean? They was like, that's more of a chaotic neutral. And I was like, but they're bad people. I don't get how
it's more like
killing someone.
A chaotic good person is more so on the side of because chaos doesn't necessarily mean death. Like you can be good.
No, I'm saying because
good and still be bouncing off the walls.
They told me that a chaotic or I guess a lawful good, or I think I said lawful neutral, whatever. They said that someone who is good would beat you within an inch of your life, but still turn you in to the police. They wouldn't kill. But personally, I'm thinking to myself, I mean, I guess, but if you do something truly despicable, you should be wiped off this earth.
Yeah, that's chaotic neutral, babe. But that's like the same like thought
Really?
process as of what's her name? She's from DC.
So why do you look at Weiss? Seems like a Weiss has he thought processes. So why do you
No,
look at
Weiss isn't. No, I'm
him
just
for?
like looking at him. He just looks really
What
good.
to say?
He just helps me think. He's like my eye
Oh.
candy. Oh,
I
Harley
know.
Harley Quinn. Like
Candy.
like Harley Quinn after the Joker when she has the blue and red hair, like her. Like she's
Right,
done it
okay.
all. She's done it all. She's done. She's like,
Anti-hero type beat.
I don't care anymore. But I'm still gonna do. I'm gonna do the right thing, but the right thing the way I see how to do the right thing. That's very chaotic. That's chaotic.
Okay.
Like chaotic neutral, chaotic
Because
good.
just to speak on it real quick, for me, anarchy, it doesn't lack order whatsoever. Doesn't have a lot of it. Like there can be anarchy, but I'm like, don't harm women and children. I don't care what else you do.
Yeah,
Just don't do this. Like
because
there's order. There's not a lot of it.
Anarchy is the defiance for rules. Like I don't want to have to bend anyone else's rules. We have our own status quo, and I'm going to live by it because we don't get to tell me what I can and cannot do. I don't agree with that personally, but I understand it.
Right.
I think you're mostly on the side of
What
balance
would
from the last time we had
I think
this
very
talk.
very
Um,
imbalanced.
Unless you want more one of the more
I would.
nowadays.
I think these days I kind of align with like lawful neutral.
Mm-hmm.
With like I want to find out like no matter who it is, even if like my friends have problem with you and you're like seen as a bad guy, I still want to know what's happening on both sides and then use my own judgment based on what is
That's
right
the bare minimum, though.
to make my decision.
That's still
Yeah,
That's the bare.
but not a lot of people do that.
You're right. You're right. Not a lot of people do that. The only time I wouldn't ask anybody else's opinions is if Video told me. If Video was like, "Yo, Weiss blew up an orphanage. We got to get rid of him." I ain't asking questions. Video would never lie to me. Simple. But if it's like anybody else, if they're like, "Yo, so and so happened," well, let me go talk to so and so. Oh, but I just told you. Yeah, I gotta get the details. I gotta get the details. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
As much as I trust my friends, I want both sides of every argument before I make my decisions.
That's fair. No, that's as you should.
No, I don't agree. I actually don't agree. I
Really?
It depends on the
usually-
case, I suppose.
Maybe I'm
if
just
you're like,
judgmental.
hey, Sataria did X, Y, and Z, and then provide me physical evidence to prove that Sataria did X, Y, and Z, then I'll run with that. I don't need the other side.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay,
like
that's fair.
word
That's fair.
word of mouth. I 100% agree. Like I need the full story because I don't.
Oh.
What happened? Hello?
Oh.
Help! Where am I?
Where is
Yeah,
he?
Bitch!
Where-
Bitch!
Yeah.
What?
He probably pressed the thing. I think he pressed the thing and went up.
No,
Are you
girl.
above us?
He
I
went
clicked.
down.
I clicked floor 1. I don't know how I even clicked it from here.
Oh, that's hilarious. No,
I don't
but
even. Anyways, what was I trying to say?
personal experience.
If it's like
Blue
oh wait, what happened?
Blue said, I think his stance is due to personal experience, and I'm inclined to agree with her.
Mine or yours?
Mine.
Heard. With the bullshit I've dealt with, I guess I feel like certain situations I just know. I know that I know that I know, and I'm like, you can't be here anymore. I just know you can't be here anymore. Like in my life, not like Channel 9. Channel 9 is usually like we usually have like a meeting to decide if someone needs to go or not. But when someone is like actively being a problem, whatever that problem might be, crime or just annoying me, I typically run it through all the checks and balances.
You're
of, like,
annoying me.
Die. Bam. I usually run through all like the checks and balances in my head, and I'm like, well, this, and this. Is it worth keeping around? No. So then you need to leave. I guess I'm what it is I'm like, I don't want to say lawful evil, but I think I kind of am lawful evil. I don't want
Really?
any other people's opinions. I usually know better. And I am confident that I know better. Now, am I wrong sometimes? 100%. 100% I'm wrong sometimes. But usually, no. So so
I think that's different. I think that's different. If someone comes to us, right? If someone comes to us and like let's use Gellum who was just here. Hi, Bookie. Let's say Gellum comes to us and it's or someone. How do I word it? Someone comes to us about Gellum, right? And it's
Okay.
like Gellum is X, Y, and Z. I don't know Gellum that well. I'm gonna have to go check with Gellum's friends and Gellum himself or themselves. Is they them? It's giving they them. Is it they
Whatever.
them?
Whatever.
Gellum's a dude, I think.
What to say then?
It's giving they them.
What to say then?
Right. I'm gonna go check because I don't know Gellum that well, right? And especially because if it's coming from I guess it also depends on who it comes from. Because using YouTube as an example, right? If video comes to me about Gellum doing something, I'm gonna ask video questions because I want to know, but I have no reason to doubt video because I know video's thought process. I know video goes through the nines to confirm things himself because I'm that close. If you come to me about Gellum as we aren't that close, well, I'm gonna have to go double check with Gellum because I don't know your thought process. I don't know I don't know your checklist. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it does depend on depending on the person. Because for another example is that video being the judgmental person that he is, if I say video, I think we can give them another chance. Video is more inclined to give them a chance because he's going to trust my judgment. Because when I say that, I'm also going to give him a like a list of reasons of why I think so. But like I said, that's because I'm close with video. It depends on who's coming to me about who, because that varies the situation. But if it's not video, if anybody else comes to me about a problem with someone else, yeah, let me double check myself. You know what I'm saying? I think video can disagree with that.
To a degree.
In some way, shape,
To a
or
degree.
fashion.
I very much so I see your standpoint and I completely agree. Like there are definitely times where you need to be like you can't just like take anyone's word as law. Because people will lie to get you on their side. Like they will do it. I will do that because I'm evil. But I'm joking, but like that. But the thing is, I have this superpower. I can see the future, and I can see the possibilities that
Not premonition.
exist.
I can sense the bullshit.
I can sense the bullshit coming from a
Not Sorcerer
mile
Supreme.
away, and I'm just like,
Not Sorcerer Supreme. Come on now.
Listen. I'm checking all the realities right now. I'm checking all the realities right now. I'm checking all the realities.
Come on now.
If you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're the person who has all the truth,
period.
You have all the truth, and I'm supposed to just believe you. No, I can't. I can't believe you. And not only do I not believe you, I actually know what the entire problem is based on your response. Because people give you the hints as they're talking when people are lying. People give you all the hints as they're talking. And I don't mean to gloat, but with a psychology degree, and especially a sociology degree and a background with sociology and just chatting with people as like a profession, you notice these things. There's something sorry, there's something that I used to clock about you all the time.
What?
Yeah. Just nothing bad. It's actually very silly. And I always used to clock this, and I had to wonder. I'm like, does he have a big head? What's going on here? Every time I complimented you, you would run with it forever. You'd run with that compliment, and I'm like, he either has a really big head or he loves these compliments, and I couldn't figure out which one it was. Turns out you love praise.
I love compliments.
Turns out
I
he just
love compliments
loves
so
praise.
much. I will hold them in my heart forever.
And I couldn't figured out. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I don't know if he. I couldn't. I'm like, is he gonna call me a slur? Does he hate me? Does he hate me? it's that.
Video's like it's over. Video, it's totally over. It's ending right now. I can see it coming.
What are you saying back there? What are you saying back there?
Video said I can feel the slur building up inside of him right now as we speak.
No. Do you see that there?
Video said.
What? She
They're
over
on the
here.
wall.
Go you got. This is the VRChat experience. Bitch, you got a praise king. You can tell the class. You can't leave. No, you can't leave. You can't leave.
No.
You can't leave. Sit down.
Who's shocked? Because real tea. Here's real tea. Here's the real tea. Here's the real tea. Here's the real tea. Here's the real tea. Who's shocked? Raise your hand if you're shocked.
What do you mean?
Get real
Clap
Wendy
if you're
Williams up in here.
surprised.
Raise your hand if you're shocked.
Raise your
Clap if
hand
you're
if you're
surprised.
shocked, man.
Whoa.
Wow.
Did you hear them crickets, Weiss? You hear them crickets? Yeah.
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 Who's a good production
Oh, Wendy
lead?
said.
Who's a really good production
Clap if you think she
lead?
should die.
Oh.
Clap if you think she should die.
Who's Mr. Channel
Even if I
9
had a
you
headset,
think
I
he
would've
should
been-
Die.
Oh, clap if you think he should die.
Clap if you think he should die.
No, that's what Wendy
That's a Wendy
Williams
Williams
said.
quote. That's
what I love about Wendy.
Wendy Williams.
Clap. She said, clap if you think she should suffer. And everybody should.
Everybody starts clapping. Starts clapping.
I forgot my question.
Well, we were talking about being
Wrong time.
being really into kink, praise kink, and so
Right. As I'm aware of how you and Video are close, I don't know what your impression of me is. Like, as of right now, or what it
Oh.
was in the past. Because you said it,
Yeah.
because you said how you felt about us together. Right?
Yeah.
What about me?
I mean, to be
He
honest,
hates me.
Sataria, I don't hate you. I
Right.
don't, if that's where if that's like the only thing you take away from this, I
Right.
don't hate you. But I just really don't. I really don't know enough about you. Like, the only thing
Period.
I know is that you got together with someone from the Spook Down and then got in trouble because you were. Never mind.
Oh, I lagged.
you
Oh, I
did
lagged.
get in trouble. So
I lied. Wait, hold on. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
it's because you and Name, when y'all were starting to actually talk, like a lot of our attendants at the time, you were in some world on green. or
Jesus, there we
blue.
go.
You were in some world on green or blue, and y'all were someone was naked. Someone had their dick out.
Oh, I remember what happened. It was. No, it wasn't even that. I can't say it. It was okay. First of all, it actually wasn't that person. It was someone else. But that's
Oh,
because
was it? I'll whip
What?
it out. But was it at the time?
yes, it was that one. But
Okay.
okay, let me explain.
Oh.
Why? Don't stop doing that. And the reason was because God, it's so weird to say because it's such a VR chat thing, and it sounds dumb to say out
We're on
loud.
the VRChat experience, girl.
Clear.
I think that's fair. So started doing like Fansly or OnlyFans. I'm not sure exactly what it was specifically, but the person who made this model, you know who.
Sorry, I'm
Why
sorry.
are you way over there?
I'm sorry. I was editing you. I'll DM you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, my bad.
I just felt more secure over
Um,
here on this side of the couch.
Right, the one with the praise kink. Um, but
We're
you
gonna fight. Turn the cameras off. We're gonna fight.
you know the one who the one who made this model, right? You know the one who you know them. You know
I
them.
am aware.
You know.
I'm aware.
Right.
I'm aware.
The one who made this model, right? They put like a specific type, very VR type thing to say, but they put like a very specific type of dick on this avatar to match the colors of the Abby. And so they were like, oh, yap, something good for Fansly. And I was like, oh, okay. because what I learned I could do in that moment is I could play Master Duel. So
What?
while I don't remember what
does that mean?
they were doing exactly. So I can't remember
play
who
Master
joined.
Duel mean?
You know Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes. What do you mean by that in this context?
Right. So I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh because I don't know who joined, but I didn't see who joined. I didn't hear who joined. They didn't say anything because I was up. You know how you have the thing out, so I was up there reading cards. Winning, of course.
You were just dead ass playing
I would
Yu-Gi-Oh.
never lose. I was right because the way they framed it, they didn't have my head. It was just like a very small area that involved right, and so I didn't know who joined. I think video told me, hey, so and so said.
Oh, it was
I don't know.
Slime.
I can't remember.
Slime came up and talked to me about it.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
It was
Not
Slime at the
Slime.
time.
It was somebody
No?
else. No, it was somebody else.
Someone talked to me about this specific thing, and I want to say it was
a
Slime.
Canadian. It was a Canadian one. He's always in like the Dragon Abbey. He doesn't come around a lot. His name in the server's like Nordic, like the little Nordic letters.
Rivet?
Oh my god.
Oh,
that one.
Rivet. That makes sense. Rivet.
Was it
Rivet.
It might have been
Rivet
for some reason.
That makes sense.
It might
Rivet
have been
Rivet is the type to tell on you. Not of no offense, but like I mean.
And I didn't see it. And I didn't see who joined because I was, as I said, and then you came to me later that night.
I did.
So I didn't even notice.
I did. Yep.
Because like I said, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Right. Right. And,
just more detail on that story, by the way.
And so I came to him because obviously, like at Channel 9, we don't encourage our hosts and staff to fuck our guests.
I would have used Freshness.
I said it like it was. I said it like it was. We don't encourage people to fuck our guests. And so we were just very confused. I'm like, why is Sataria on Not Orange, dick out with these people? And then so it circles everyone, and everyone starts talking about it. And here's the thing, right? It's like I'm like watching your like popularity meter go. It's like, oh no!
Listen. The thing is, right? I think when you told me about it, I didn't know what you were talking about in big detail. So I think my response was okay, heard, because it was like late at night. I think you messaged me that night, and I was still playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So I was in the middle of a match, so I couldn't just be like, oh, what are you talking about?
Hey, Sataria, people are saying your dick was out while you were on green. Okay, heard. Back to Yu-Gi-Oh. What?
No.
See, now you get my annoyance.
Video
See,
worded it in a much more professional
this is our camera now. This is our camera now. See, now you understand the annoyance. Because there have been so many times where I have told Sataria, hey, we need to get together on this. Heard. 4 months later, we ain't get together on it. We ain't do nothing about it. Because he's in the middle of playing Genshin Stink Pact or Honkai Bar Rail. We ain't do shit. How was your Yu-Gi-Oh match? Did you win? Did you win? I hope you won.
I can build Exodia on it.
Did you win?
Hello? Oh?
No way you lagged.
Took me away for a second.
No.
Well, yeah, of course I won. But here's the thing, though. The way you worded it, if I'm correct, you worded it as if it would be a like a potential problem, not as if it was a problem in that moment. And I was like,
a potential
I'll just make sure that
and then it
happen.
became an actual problem.
But this thing, but you didn't come to me about it again. You were like, hey, just make sure it doesn't happen. And I was like, okay, like I said, I didn't see him.
I didn't come to it again because I didn't know until like so the Spookdown happens, right? And it's October.
Right.
It's October, right? So Spookdown happens, the Spookdown ends, and so then I get the word that like, oh, Sataria's like European with our guests. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I ask him in DMs, and I'm like, being obviously a good boss. And I'm like, don't do that. And he's like, heard. And I'm like, okay, cool, done. Done. And obviously, I knew there was some like more stuff going on with like someone he was actually talking to at the Spookdown, which they're very nice. But again, this has nothing to do with the actual spook, like the tea. So that happens. We move on. It's November, or it's October. It's November. So it's November. We're hanging out. We're done like channel line stuff for like a while because we took a break in November. This is like when we were starting to talk a little bit more with me and Weiss in November, and so we're just hanging out. Starlight Ball comes around, and that's when I start hearing everything about it because Weiss started talking to me about it. Weiss had mentioned it as a joke to me. And then Slime was, I guess Slime was nearby.
I know that.
And then Slime's like, yeah, that totally happened. It was, I was like, no way. I was like, no way. The office is happening. I'm like, y'all are still on this? Y'all are still on this? I had no idea. I thought we were done. And so that's when I realized
it never got resolved.
From my standpoint,
people still think you are sucking dick with our guests. People still think that. I think they might. I think they might. And I don't know how to tell you this, but
it was never resolved. That's why it got brought up again. It never got resolved.
It's always all because of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's crazy.
Because you
cannot blame Yu-Gi-Oh!
No, what you need to blame
because of Yu-Gi-Oh!
What you need to blame is the fact that we both forget to go on Orange when we're doing some fucked up shit. We forget to go on Orange.
That is true.
And then bitches walk in and they're like, video.
That's true.
Sataria.
That is true. I did walk in on video with you one time. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Here's the thing, though, guys. Like people out there who don't know Toddy, there's very, very rarely a time Sataria is doing anything scoundrelicious. Very rarely. And
I'll say I'm very flirtatious, but like I don't be doing anything. Like I said, specifically for this, because he wants to record something for his fans. Like I said, I was just playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Literally, just
I was winning.
Just an avatar, and like just using like literally like I don't care. You use my model. I don't give a fuck. That's literally what it was. And the thing is, though, is that like Sataria at the time, like I think the Spook Down for all of us. If you don't know, guys, the Spook Down is our October like big event. You should go this year. It's gonna be really fun. We've got a lot of things lined up, so you guys should definitely show up. But because Sataria was like actually both of you, because we were all still like kind of understanding the gravity of our personas within Channel 9, and that people are actively watching us do stuff. I don't think Sataria got it, because I've been talking to Sataria about like, hey, we need to like be aware, be ready for like when things pop off. We have to be ready for it, and it never really clicks until it actually happens, and then it happened, and none of us were ready, because people are like looking at you like, you suck dick on Fridays, and I'm like, no, he does not.
Friday.
Like, no.
And to make it even clearer, right? I wasn't aware that it was a thing that was even talked about until right now.
Yeah,
I knew that.
What?
It came to you about it. But here's the thing. When y'all were telling me that, Slime said something, I was like, Slime? Hello? Like, because here's the thing. From what I knew, Rivet went to video about it.
Oh.
In video only.
I'm praying to God.
But in hindsight, okay, but it's like in hindsight,
this man from my wrath.
It is stupid for me to assume that Rivet didn't go to anybody else. That is dumb for me to assume. I will say. But at the same time, you never told me anything else besides that night. So because I was like, if Video's hearing anything, he'll either squash it or bring it back to. We're both confused. We're both lost in the sauce, squirrel. We're lost in.
We're both confused.
Y'all talking about?
Listen. Hold on.
The Starlight Ball.
Wait, hold on. Let me put the camera on us.
Now.
The camera's over there. Listen, we're gonna film an apology. Listen, it's come to our immediate attention that we
Right.
we have not been very good as audiovisual hosts, and we are very
Right.
sorry for the. Sorry, I switched the camera to Wise and he looks pissed off.
We gotta apologize, girl. Come on, we gotta apologize.
Oh, you're right.
Stop.
You're right. You're
We
right.
gotta apologize.
I was just thinking, like,
Apologize.
oh my god, the VR chat apology video. No.
We're gonna flip this. Go ahead.
We are very sorry for our behavior, and it'll never happen again. We've learned from our mistakes, and we know what we did wrong,
Right.
and we know what he did wrong,
Yep.
and we all know what he did
Mhm.
wrong, and he will continue to do wrong things. We will apologize for them, and
I want to say,
yeah,
that just for those wondering, my throat game is in fact crazy. Just in case anybody was.
I quit.
and you know what, guys, that's a good episode of the VRChat Experience. Thank you guys for coming out. Why take a seat? Take a seat. Take a seat.
Oh my god, my hip.
Take,
Okay, I'm right.
take a seat. This has been the VRChat Experience podcast. I'm one of your hosts, VideoTv. This is my co-host, Sataria. Sataria, close us out.
Oh my goodness, we can't wait to see y'all in the next one. We'll probably have another guest. We probably won't, but we will most likely not be doing anything scandalous. But put emphasis on that, most likely.
And everyone, give yourselves a virtual hand for our amazing cameraman. He will continue to do work for us because we have his soul. Thank you for being here, Weiss. We love you very much, and I would never
course.
replace you for literally anyone. I cannot wait to give you audiovisual training and really teach you to be like the best person with cameras and working in streams.
Blue, you want if hypothetically Weiss got fired, would you take the position? Never mind. You're here to stay. We love
They
you.
said
We
no.
love you. You're here to stay.
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.